The reason people are overweight and out of shape is because they don't have proper resources and education. Bullshit. I'm doing pink this week. White is the best. The White Monsters are by far the best. Pink, though, it's a close second. I'm going to vent a little bit. I had an experience this week, and it just reminded me of an important truth that we'll get to. It's not going to be a rant. I don't want to rant. When I rant, that's... If you're ever, like, angry and you want to just go off, avoid that. Don't do that. That's when you say really stupid things. And I'm not that angry. Frustrated would be a better word for it. There are other things happening in the world today that are like enraging me, but that's not what this is about. No, this is just, this was something that's pretty common in my field. You know, you train somebody, you give them a few sessions, you give them a good training, and then tell you they're not interested, which is fine. That's normal. In fact, I am not a salesman, and I don't want anybody to feel obligated to work with me. I might have to see these people again. They're not working with me, but they're still working out at the same gym, and I don't want there to be any awkwardness every time I go in there and see them if they've decided not to train with me. So if we do a couple sessions together, and they say no, thank you. Hey, thank you for the workouts, but I'm going to take it on my own from here. I say, okay, that's fine. Cool. Good luck. Remember the things I taught you. You'll go far if you do. That's usually about as far as it goes. I don't try very hard to sell myself. It's not in me. I tried solar sales for, 2 hours. I knocked on doors for about a couple of hours. That's all I could handle before I decided, no, I would rather go to hell than have to do this. I'm not a salesman. Much to my detriment. Maybe I'm in the wrong field if I'm so bad at sales. But, I've kind of decided that my relationship with people, again, especially with the people at the gym that I work at, that's my workspace, and I have to see these people sometimes on a daily basis. So, let's maintain good feelings. So that's all that's to say that it's fine if you don't want to train with me. It doesn't, no hard feelings. There was a little bit of hard feelings with this last one, though, because here's what the guy did. Here's the setup. Guy comes to me, wants to get stronger, wants to be able to do push-ups. The reason is he's going to go to police academy. This is like a 37-year-old guy. He wants to go be a policeman. Great. Thank you for your service. Thank you for taking on that taking on that burden of being our protectors. You're basically a citizen soldier when you're a cop. I have a lot of respect for cops. Some of them. Not the ones who are fat and out of shape. I actually said that to the guy. I'm like, hey, I respect that. That's awesome. I'm so glad you came to me because there is nothing that I can stand. There is nothing that drives me more crazy. I'm exaggerating. One of the things that drives me crazy is seeing fat, out of shape cops. That and women cops. Just kidding. Sort of. These cops, you need to come to a job. You need to come to a situation and be prepared for anything. At the very least, you need to be physically imposing. If you look like you can take care of business, that lessens the chances that you'll have to. When you have like a bouncer at the bar and half of the bouncer's job is just looking big and imposing. Well, our police force should be similar. I felt the same when I was in the military. When I was in the Utah National Guard, it drove me crazy when I saw all these soldiers who they've got these big old guts. They can't do the 2-mile run. 2 miles is not that far, by the way. And yeah, I told this guy, I'm like, hey, I'm so glad that you are taking this serious. I'm going to help you. He was basically, I get people coming in to me and saying, oh man, I'm so bad at fitness. I'm so bad at this and that. And I say, let's see. And they usually move fine. They move and lift about as well as you would expect from someone who doesn't lift very often. This guy, here's what he told me. The test that the police have to take, the physical fitness test, it calls for 18 push-ups. You have to be able to do 18 push-ups to be a cop. 18. That's not very many push-ups. For this guy, though, you may as well have told him to, run the Iron Man. He could barely do one push-up. That's fine. Now, no judgment. That's why they come to me. And I'm licking my chops. I'm like, oh, yes, I'm going to get this guy in shape. I'm going to get him eating good. We're going to get this guy in such good shape and doing more than 18 push-ups, because just trying to hit 18, I don't like that mindset. Take pride in your fitness. Don't just do it to try and pass the test. Take pride in it. And I understand their standards are low because their recruitment numbers are low. It's the same in the military. Recruitment numbers are really low. That means the onus falls on you as the individual to take your fitness seriously, because again, when called upon, you better be able to handle business. Whether it's a domestic dispute or a firefight or whatever it may be, you better be ready for it. Or you at least better look like you're ready for it so as to make the public feel safe. So I was really excited to work with this guy. The first sign that there was going to be trouble, it wasn't the push-ups. Yes, he was, he was level 0. There is now a level 0. He was definitely level 0 when it came to fitness. That's not what worried me. Not even close. I can work with level 0. I have worked with level 0, and I've gotten him up to, at least level 1, where you're moving better and you feel good. What worried me was when I asked him to go get protein. Go out and get yourself some protein. And he comes back the next session, didn't do it. Oh, well, go get some. I'm not going to go drill sergeant on the guy. My philosophy is it's up to you to, do what I ask you to do. Then he doesn't do it again. Next session, still doesn't get protein. Oh, well, and it's like, he told me he was going to go get it, and he didn't do it. He didn't go get any protein. And then next time a guy asks him again, oh, well, bro, you gotta, it's not about the protein. I'm asking him to do certain things, and he's not doing them. He claimed he was doing push-ups on his own time, but even I was kind of skeptical of that. So that was the first red flag. I'm like, crap. I think I'm seeing why you're a fitness level 0. Then I asked him, when are we going to meet again? He said, I don't know. I'll call you. And I'd already sent him a Venmo request for several sessions. Anyways, it was when he said, I'll call you, that's what should have cued me in that, I don't think I'm going to see this guy again. But then I actually tried to text him, and he ghosted me. He ghosted me. I've been ghosted by women before. I think this is the first time I've been ghosted by a guy. Especially a guy that I'm trying to train. Again, it's fine if you don't want to work with me, but the fact that it's like he couldn't say it to my face. And not only could he not say that, he lied and said, oh, yeah, let's definitely keep working together. Listen, no hard feelings. I hope the best for this guy. If the next time I see him, he actually did take my advice, he went out and he got the protein and he got the rest of his diet in order, because it's not all about protein. That was just one example. He got the rest of his diet in order. He can do 30, 40, 50 push-ups, because that's what you really should be able to do if you're going to be a freaking cop. You shouldn't just meet the standard. You should exceed the standard. You should be at the peak of your physicality if you want people to take you serious as a protector of the public. And if he does that and he's a cop, I'm going to be like, oh my gosh, bro, well done. Oh man, I'm so happy for you. Thank you. And thank you for serving our community. That's awesome. More likely what's going to happen is this guy's not going to be a cop. Like I said, he couldn't even do one push-up. He's not going to stick with it. He's never going to he's never going to get his diet figured out. He's never going to bother figuring out how much protein he should be eating or getting his fruits and vegetables. Based on what he told me, his diet sucks. And that's probably not going to get any better. It could. I don't want to sound hopeless about the situation, but it's very unlikely. Just based on what I saw, this guy's character, he doesn't have any stick-to-itness. He doesn't stick with things. And this is something that I've learned. This is what I'm building up to. You can lead the horse to the weights, but you can't make the horse do 3 by 10 sets close to failure. You can't do it. It doesn't matter if you have all the resources. That's why I think it's such bullcrap when people say things like, oh, we need more education. People just need more education. They need more resources. They need more of this. It's all out there. It's already out there. This guy, he had a trainer in front of him telling him what to do. I specialize in this. I specialize in fitness. I specialize in nutrition. And he just didn't do what I asked him to do. Why? Because it's not about education or information. It's all out there. You can ask ChatGPT. ChatGPT, I understand that. I hate to admit it because I understand and I kind of agree with the concerns when it comes to all this AI stuff. I've seen Terminator many times. So I get it. But boy, does it work. I once asked ChatGPT to give me a personalized workout. I just put in my health stats, I'm a male, I'm this tall, I weigh this much, these are my goals. And it spit out a pretty good workout program. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's pretty good, actually. So yeah, all the information's out there. You don't have to sit around waiting for the government to tell you what to do. It's usually, that's the other reason that I have such a problem with that. It's always, we need more government programs. We need to pay more in taxes. We need government bureaucrats to tell us what to do because we're too stupid. We as citizens are too stupid to figure it out on our own. That's very un-American. In my humble opinion, that is very un-American to just sit around and wait for somebody else to spell out what you're supposed to do. Come on, my fellow fitnocrats. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter even if they give you all the information. Granted, some of this, some of that, some of the information that the government has given us has been genuinely bad. I believe wholeheartedly that the food pyramid that I was taught while I was in school is also bullcrap. So I get it. It's a little bit of bad information, a little bit of environment, a little bit of this. For the most part, it's you. It's you. The onus falls on you. Figure it out. And that should be a very empowering message. You don't have to sit around and wait for someone else to tell you to do it. You can do it yourself. Feel empowered by that. It's in your hands. I've seen it many times. I've seen people who I've worked with. There's people that I've worked with for a long time, and they're not really making any improvements. And it's not that they've reached a level where they can't make any improvements. I just can't get them to, I can't push them harder. They will not be pushed. They still like working with me, and, it's not a net negative. It's good. It's good that they're up and moving and doing things. It's better than that they were doing nothing. Oh, but they could be doing so much better. But all I can do is just be the best coach I can. I'm very into the Jocko Willink extreme ownership. If I have a client who's not doing as well as they should, I try to do the best I can to, what am I doing? What can I do better for this person? But sometimes, at the end of the day, falls on you. The responsibility falls on you. And feel good about that. You have the power. Anyways, I think that's all I got. I just had that little something I needed to get off my chest. Now, I'm going to go do chest.